Hey everybody, welcome to Trader's Corner. It's the 10th of December. I try and post a Trader's Corner video on the 10th of every month. And the reason I do is because I started off having this as a format for people to go into the comments section and make their requests for buy, sell, trade, and or you can email me before the 10th of the month with your request and I'll read it on the air, okay? So it's been about buy, sell, trade to start with. The problem is now it's really turned into announcing my monthly knife sale. And my monthly knife sale this month will be on the 14th for the Patreon group and the 16th for the public. And the sale will start at 5 p.m. Eastern Time, respectively, on both those dates. If you are a member of my Patreon group, and I think I have about 120 some members, then you have access to the sale 48 hours before it goes public, okay? So you're able to buy knives before the public gets to see them, but you're still competing with the other guys in the Patreon group. Okay, so it is still pretty big flurry of activity, and the Patreon group buys a lot of knives every month, okay? So you're welcome to join the Patreon group, $5 a month or $10 a month. And if you pay for a whole year, I guess there's that like a discount thing, so you don't actually have to pay like $10 a month. You don't have to pay $120 for the whole year, blah, blah, blah. But the advantages of joining at the $10 level are that you can send me knives. Now, anybody can send me knives to put on my knife sale. You don't have to be a Patreon member. You need to know that, okay? But if you are a $10 Patreon member and you send me, here's a $240 knife and then there's a $300 knife, so there's, $540 worth of knives, I will not charge you my 10% selling fee on the two highest value knives. If you send me 10 knives, 15 knives, whatever, on the two highest value knives that sell that month. So you could save $40, $50, $60, I don't know, $1,000 knife, you could save $100, right? So, and you paid me $10 for that month. And I get guys consistently month after month sending me knives to put on my table sale, and they love it. It's a hell of a deal. It's like the best kept secret on YouTube as far as knife selling, and really many places as far as knife selling, because I've got an eBay account. I've done 1,000 transactions on eBay, blah, 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 and over the years and stuff, but I don't do it anymore. Taxes, eBay fees, everything, it's crazy, right? So these guys just box their knives up, put the list in, email the list to me, and next thing they get is money via Apple Pay, Zelle, Cash App, whatever, back in their bank account, and they're done, right? So think about if you want to join my Patreon group, and then I'll leave you alone now. Now, by the way, the other thing for the $10 group, the $5 group just basically gets access to the sales. $10 group gets that plus the, like I just told you, the waive of the fees for the two highest value knives. If they send knives to sell, if they do. The other thing is there's a monthly drawing for the $10 group. This month, it's going to be the Kizer Towser, so you Patreon guys watching that are a member of the $10 group, and I already sent them a message through the Patreon, but it'll be the Towser. This is the fat carbon series. This is new from Kizer, and this is that blue kind of fat carbon, whatever, and it's Elmax. Okay, that's why it's a $240 knife. So this will be the giveaway for the month. So you also, and I've got, I think about 77 or 78 people in the $10 group, okay? And I I don't think I've ever had a repeat winner, and they've been going, that group's been going for 2.5 years, something like that. So far, I mean, 24 people out of the 75 or 77, whatever, have now 28 people, whatever, almost half of them really are getting towards there, have won a knife. Okay, it's going to be a minimum value of $100 or more, and this one, of course, is a $240 value. Okay, so it got a hell of a drop too. By the way, pay attention to the Kizer Fat Carbon series. Okay, and this is the Hiccup, which is a button lock and a front flipper and all that kind of stuff. Now this is S35, I believe. Yeah, the Hiccup. Incredible. They've got others, you know, the Cormorant and others, the original, this and that are doing this fat carbon, and the Serape. Okay, so the Serape series is insane, and I'll post a video on this Serape series, but it's a whole new bag. It comes in this. It's kind of a, there is an outer box, but it comes like this. It's got a tag, a G10 bead they're both very, very colorful like this. And then, you know, an inner pouch. So, and then you can carry this on your belt or hook it or whatever you want. It's got extra hardware in here and all this kind of gobbledygook. But these knives are the Serape series. They're very colorful. This is S35VN. This is the Cormorant, that kind of thing. So I will give you the link to the Kizer website. Check these out because they're interesting. I mean, even little side pouches and weird stuff. So, I mean, that is just way cool the way they do the packaging. And actually, the knife goes into plastic back in this little pouch in here. So, but I'm just sliding it in here so you can kind of still see it. Alrighty. And this is the new PFP06 from Petrified Fish, and if I can look carefully, it's the Simum, S-I-M-U-M, which I think, I looked it up, and I think it could mean like a desert breeze or desert wind or something like that, but this is the Simum. Kind of got that little bit of Persian influence on it. $48, Bowler K110. So this is a new model. I see that they're posted on White Mountain. I'm not sure if they're in stock or they've already sold out. You can use your 10% discount code on White Mountain. LTK is the discount code. Otherwise, I'll give you the link to the Petrified Fish website, and you can do that, okay? Because I just wanted to mention that. And you see a bunch of other knives here. Well, these are Kunwu knives, okay? This is the Tau, the X Tau, because the X Tau is because it's got the X lock, right? And there's Elmax, okay, the X Tau. This is way cool. That was on a Kickstarter program, okay? This I just got recently, and this is the Compact, the Tau Compact, okay, in Elmax as well. And then this is the Zen, which is a front flipper, top flipper. You can finger flick, you can do whatever, Zen, okay? Now, I like the Kunwu stuff because they do quenched grinding, so they're preserving the temper on the edge of the blade. They care about the heat treat. They're doing this and that, okay? So they're being smart about that, and they put it. It's a good knife. It really is. It's very solid. Now, I'm going to alert you to this because I signed up for this too. I'm going to get the red one, but this is what the hell? Now it's the Pulsar. Okay. Ooh. I've got a mental block. I'll try and get past that, but Pulsar, it should be easy for me. But that's the Pulsar. It's another one in the XT lock, okay? And Elmax. You can get it in titanium. You can get it in the different colors here, okay? So I'm getting the red because, you know what? I'll default to G10. I think that's what that is. Because I like the durability of that, and it doesn't bother me that it's not full tie, okay? And I think they're like $120, $130 on the Kickstarter program. So you might want to take a look at that. And I can't remember when the shipping might happen, maybe in January or something. But you, or at least the funding is going to close up here pretty quick in December, and then they go to production. I think they may already be in production. So look for that, because I just, look at that design. That looks nice. I mean, that's a really nice looking knife, I think. So just wanted to alert you for that. And then, oh, by the way, I got a guy, his name is Nate, and let me see if I can, I'm going to give you a list of knives he wants to sell. And on Instagram, it's at Nizzleification, okay? And there's his email, Nate. His Facebook is Nate Glaze, okay? That's his email address, okay? And this is his list, and it's like best offer, whatever. And contact him if you're interested. And I got a couple pictures, but I'm going to post these on the description section and the comment in top of the comment section, so you can look. This doesn't tell you a lot, okay? But the pictures, you can at least pause and look here. These are the pictures he sent me. So let's start with the front side, okay? And so there's the Hinderer. I mean, that's special, done there. And then you got, is that the Satori? Yes, Satori 2.0. And then he's got the Medford Praetorian Slim, okay? And then, of course, that is that the Slayback? Yeah. And then the TRM, the Tactile, the Manix, and the Protech. Okay. So there's the Les George Protech and stuff. So you can check them out. There's the backside of them. Okay, so that's Monterey Bay, you know. So get with him. I got one knife from him, so I know. I mean, I've done a couple transactions with him, and I got this knife from him. Oh, that hurts, doesn't it? It hurts. I want to make you hurt, because it made me so joyful when he had this on his list, and notice it's not on his list because it's mine. And I just got it. Last night. And it's the Annex, of course. It's made by Reich. It's integral, and it's incredible, and it's interesting, and you know, I will do a review on this, or whatever you call my videos. But yeah, it would have been nice if it was bolster lock on this back side, so the front, you know, you could have the inlay on both sides. I think that would have really made this the complete and utter bomb. But also, this comes with these crazy, not only the tools to do the pivot and the small screws right here in this box, blah, blah, blah. But also comes with these crazy lanyard things that just screw into the end of the knife. And go figure, and not too sure exactly. I guess they're vicious looking things, and they just screw in here, right? But, okay. I mean, I thought it was interesting, creative that they did that. And I saw it at the Atlanta Blade Show, and that was jazzing Ian or whatever, because he was there manning the Reich booth. And I bought a knife or two off of him, but he wouldn't let go of this because it wasn't his to sell, but he was showing it off because Reich makes it for Microtech. And there was a lot of people at that show would have liked to have bought it off of him. So, and they're still tough to get. So I got this one secondhand, thank God. And I love it. It is, oh my God. I'll talk about it later, but it's freaking awesome. And then, oh, by the way, speaking of also Kizer, what's going on with them? They are put the metal pedal to the metal this year. This is a Towser S, And crap, the code designer on this, and now I forget his name. I had it. But 154 cm, is that Gecko? Yeah, that's Gecko. Okay, but this is the Towser S, so it's smaller, okay? Check this out. But it's cool. And it's a Vanguard series, so it's inexpensive. Look at that drop. What has Kizer done to get this drop like this? The bag lighters, the Doman, the revised Doman, and some of these, like the Towser, everything, just dropping like crazy. Even my XL Sheepdog without, with the hole now in the blade, and I'm going to do a thing on Kizer 2022 because they have blasted it. I mean, I've never seen a production knife company come that hard at the market like they have. And they have really done some stuff. The Denim series, the Serape series, the Fat Carbon series, and then like all these different, the XL, and then the button locks, and I mean the axis locks, or whatever. They're just, whew, man, it's getting crazy. And so they have so many things out there, and so many of them are Vanguard, but they're 154 cm steel, which is great, and I don't know. It's been insane. And you know what? Also, my Kubi Cheetah, and I had posted this on my Instagram, and I said, I need to put it in the die. So I remember a guy going, oh, I hope you will show that when you get done putting it in the die and stuff. And so I said, I'm going to throw it in tropical teal. So I did. I threw it in tropical teal. So here it is. If you were interested in how this turned out, and of course, it's a monster freaking knife. It's a monster knife. Okay. And let's compare it to, last but not least, the LTK Rezult. What about that knife? What is that thing? Well, this is a prototype, by the way, and let me put this one away carefully before I cut my hand off. And on White Mountain Knives, because they will be the exclusive dealer for these knives, because I don't really have the capacity, or I don't have the system in place to do this. Obviously, White Mountain Knives is an online retailer, and they can rock and roll this stuff, no problem. So I go, Justin, here you go, okay? Coming late 2022, that's a filthy lie, of course, and or early, 2023, and yes, early 2023, good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. And I'll go into a full video on this thing about CPM 20CV, 8-inch, 3.5-inch blade, blah, 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 button lock flipper. You can flick it with whatever. I'm going to go into a full thing. I'm going to talk about the G10 inlays, which was a big fist fight for me. And I wanted to do some other things, but... And what's this? Oh, this is what it will also be available with green inlays as well as the maroon. So there will be a limited number. There will be so many maroon, so many green, not bunches, okay? If you are interested, go to White Mountain Knives. I'll give you the link, and then just sign up on Please Notify Me when they come into stock. And the day they arrive and get checked in, you will get an email and you'll know they're in stock, and you'll have the opportunity to buy one. My logo will be machined in here, not printed. Oh my God, everything is a learning experience for me, because this is new for me. So I got to figure out, what do I want done, how, where, in what way. Like the titanium clip. I wanted it reversible, but I didn't want to machine into the front of the scale, which, so then I didn't do a machine clip, blah, blah, blah. I'll do that in my video, but you can still finger flick, button, top flip. I mean, so it's very fidget friendly. I just want this knife to be, and by the way, use your LTK discount. LTK is a discount code for 10% off, but You know, this will be something hopefully you can just grab and use. And just like, this won't be some drawer queen or save queen or, you know, whatever. This will be something, because it's got a working finish on it. I just wanted something, it's light enough, but it's full size enough, and the ergos are really good. So, I mean, hopefully you like it. I've been getting pretty positive response from people, and of course everybody's gonna want something different, right? So they'd say, oh, if it did this, I'd be all over it, or you did that, or what. But you gotta make a choice, and you gotta make a stand at that point, and just decide, here we go, let's see what happens here next time around. And there will be a next time around. I'm already starting to work on another project. So let's do this. LTK brand is being launched. And it's scary as hell, actually. It really is. It's absolutely terrifying. But you know what? You gotta, you know, if you don't follow your dream, then, you know, you're gonna sit back and go, what was I afraid of? You know? And so you really need to kind of just push and pursue. I guess the biggest thing is failure, you know, but, you know, so many people that are very successful have failed multiple times before they finally kind of figure out what the groove is, you know, and I've been going through a big learning process myself. So, but I kind of dig the design. I really do. You know, I knew in my head what I kind of wanted and drew it out and this and that. And then Max, okay, Max Chuck, Ukraine, he put it on a computer, okay? And then I took his computer images and then took my tablet and then my thing and drew changes and this and that and around and around. I thought he was going to lose his mind because I kept changing things, refining things. But here's where we took our final stand and decided this is what this is going to be. So hopefully you want to support my project on this, and, you know, not just to support me, but hopefully you get a good knife. And I'm surprised. You know button locks. If you know button locks, you know button locks, right? Just like any button lock, any button lock. Are you going to have some button stick at some point in time? Come and go, maybe just a little, you know? Yes, probably so. And so that's the nature of that beast. And I've been very surprised so far, that this has been pretty seamless. But don't take that as a guarantee it's going to go forward that way. You never know. But so far, fingers crossed, it has been really seamless for me. And I've got 2 of these prototypes. So far, they both been pretty good. And in final passing, tune in on the 15th. That's when I'm going to post. Oh my God, that's what I'm going to have. Let's see, the Patreon sale on the 14th, public on the 16th, and I'm going to post this video on the 15th. The drawing will be the 22nd, 23rd, and 24th as far as winners announced. Real Steel sent me a box with stuff in it. I'm not going to show it to you, not till the 15th, okay? But I'm going to release a video on the 15th, box number 1, okay? Hold on. Box number 2. Oh, no. Don't. No. Oh, box number 3. So box number 3 is filled full of plastic toys. No, there's a knife in there actually, and some gear and some stuff. And so we're going to have 3 winners. So I'll do the video on the 15th. On the 22nd, I'll announce the first winner. On the 23rd, the second. 24th, the third winner. So there will be 3 winners. And there wasn't a box for me. It's like, I'll be kiss my ass. I got to give every damn thing away they sent to me. So I'm going to do that too. So we're going to have a Real Steel giveaway. Yikes. So this is turning into be a very eventful month for me. I won't even know when Christmas comes and goes because I'll be in a coma somewhere in the corner in a fetal position after doing the knife sale and the giveaways and the other postings and the but you know, what else? I mean, it'll probably keep the weight off of me, keep me from eating. It's like, I don't have time to eat. But it's going to be fun. I love the Christmas season. It's great. It's a lot of fun. And that's why this is green, right? It's because that was the only color dye I had laying around, tropical teal. Okay, get out of here. Go do your thing. Eat too much. Watch lots of college football. If you don't, you're fired. You will be terminated. And, you know, all the other things you do. You got to watch Christmas Story. You got to watch all the classics and stuff. And ignore those idiots that hate Christmas and all that stuff these days. What a buzzkill this left-wing thing's getting to be. It's like, dude, we've got knives. We got knives. We got a knife sale. Remember the knife sale? Patreon giveaway. Join the Patreon channel. Sign up for the Rezult. I'm giving you a whole list. And your list ain't crap compared to my list. So don't complain. And you guys, we do love them knives. So you guys, stay sharp.